Hi there, welcome to the PlannerSpeechie. Today I am doing a plan with me for November 29th through December 2nd, 2024. I'm using this kit from Scribble Prints Co. called Christmas Movies, along with a foiled bundle from PlannerSpeechie. So the kit that I got is exclusive art from her shop. I really thought it was different and fun. I got it on a sale a really long time ago, and I just thought it was a little different from your standard red and green kit colors, and I wanted to have something like this in my planner. The deco is really, really cute, and it's kind of big, but I like the more neutral tones for this, and I thought this would be a perfect segue going from Thanksgiving into the holiday season. Not crazy about the patterns on this particular kit, but because I got the foil bundle, a lot of the patterns kind of disappeared once I started putting the Pixie Rose foil on top. This is a Christmas icon sheet from PlannerSpeechie. This was an antique gold. Antique gold is one of my new favorite foils that she does. It's another I would consider neutral that I think works really well with a lot of different kits because you can use it with silvers, rose golds, and golds. So I will be using that sheet throughout the holiday season this year. This foiled bundle is called the Peppermint Bundle. It comes in, I got it in Pixie Rose, which I thought was a little bit different. Pixie Rose is another one of my favorite foils, and I wanted to get something that was a little avant-garde, not completely your standard red, because I do use a lot of red and green foil at this time of year, but I thought this would be fun and different. I really love the underlays of this with all of the sparkle and the confetti mixed in with the candy canes. I just thought it was so cute. I also love peppermint. I drink peppermint mochas year round, not just at Christmas, and I can never seem to find the coffee creamer that I like around this time of year because everyone starts buying it. So December is actually the one time of year it's harder for me to drink a peppermint mocha. But anyway, so I sped this up, I think 500% to lay this down because it took a long time trying to pick and choose what I wanted to put down here. And I thought that might be fun for some people and it might be really, really boring. So, and you'll have to forgive me. I still have a little bit of a cold while I'm filming this voiceover, but ultimately, like, it is what it is, guys. I can't help it. I'm sorry. So, anyway, this was an interesting week. This was the week, well, it's not really a full week. I'm actually only doing 4 days for the 7-day spread that this entails. And that is just something that I'm trying this year. I got the idea from C_loves planning. I love the way that she did her planning style. And so I thought if she can do it, why can't I? And so I decided to change up my planning scheme for the rest of the year and just mark the things that I think are important and not try to overgeneralize too much because I want to be able to look back and remember this time in my life. I think the days go by so quickly, and I say this recording this voiceover on New Year's Eve, so I'm very sentimental and contemplative about this time right now. And I think it's just something we all think about. We act like the difference between one year and the next is like a very long time. And in fact, it's just a day. So we can technically do this every day of our lives. But for some reason, we choose to reserve all of our sentiments for this one day of the year. So I decided I needed an extender for this week because I had a lot going on that Saturday. Um, so I ended up using an extender. The funny thing is the whole point of this was to not have to use extenders, but you know, I had a scheme in mind and I wanted to lay it out. I decided to use this full scene flat lay. I just thought this was really cute. It has some of my favorite movies list included in the clip art, like It's a Wonderful Life and things like that. I'm actually not a Hallmark movie person. Members of my family have the sweatshirt that says this is my Hallmark movie watching shirt. I don't have that stuff. I watched one Hallmark Christmas movie this year and it came out last year. So I'm not very good at this, but I did think it was fun. I do have a list of Christmas movies that I watch annually, and it's just my favorite time of year. So I thought this art was perfect for me. Um, you can really see how sparkly this foil is offset, even against like the beigiest colors. I think it really pops. So I'm glad that I went with this particular foil for this kit. And I've been trying to figure out, do I do all of the underlays and then the headers? I've been doing it different every single week now just to see what I like, and I don't know. I know some people are very particular. They like to start at the top or start at the bottom. I don't care. I just don't care anymore. It's not a big deal. Um, but yeah, I really do like the way that everything has come out. And I was a little sad to cover some of these up. But the way I planned for this particular week, you definitely can see the design underneath. And that was kind of important to me. If I'm spending money on an underlay, I want it to show up. So anyway, you can't really tell that those stripes are candy cane stripes, but still glitzy, still glamorous. Some of the movies included in that clip art here, so it was It's a Wonderful Life, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, Home Alone, Elf. It just says Hallmark Christmas movies, generic, The Grinch, and Love Actually. I watched all of those except for Love Actually. I did not watch Love Actually this year at all. And I don't know, it's just not my thing this year. But yeah, so so I'm filming this on New Year's Eve, like I mentioned, and now I'm looking back. There were so many Christmas activities that I wanted to do this season that I just didn't get a chance to do, that I might just bleed into January because who cares? Um, like making certain kinds of Christmas cookies. I didn't get to make them this year. Uh, I'm curious to know, like, what are your favorite holiday traditions? What do you like to do with your family? What are some things that you wanted to do this year and you just didn't get a chance to do? I think, we overload ourselves with the holiday season and it goes by so fast. Everyone was saying this year how it felt like we had lost a week of our holiday time because Thanksgiving was so late in the year. And I mean, I see that. I guess it's true. It was just like kind of a fluke. um, so this particular set of days came right after Thanksgiving. My husband and I had these days off. We had Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off from school and work. And I was scheduled to have a medical procedure on this coming Monday. And so you'll see in the plan with me that ultimately does not happen, which was very disappointing. But part of why I picked this particular set this week was because I thought I was going to take another day off of work and I would be forced to relax and watch even more Christmas movies. So while we did watch Christmas movies this week, we didn't watch as many as I think I would have if I had had the whole time off. Um, so I was able to lay 4 complete full boxes there, and I did end up covering the December because the beginning of the month started with November. So, but there you go. I had so much foil. I think the only thing I have left to do now is I have the overlays that need to go on top of all these things. And one of the things I like about Plannahannah kits is that she has like so many options here. So on top of the quote box, I did use the script Be Jolly, but you can't really see it at all, even if you're looking at it head on with full lighting. So that was kind of disappointing. It definitely disappeared. Um, but all the other confetti sort of headers, I think, went over really, really well and just gave extra sparkle. um, And then I ended up using these little tiny corner icons from the sheet to mark the full page spreads because I only had one full scene underlay there. And I just love that. So cute. The hot chocolate, the snow globe, all of it's adorable. So there you have it. I had these cute little squiggly things, and I didn't realize until after I started putting them down that they were matched in sets of 4, and I just ignored it, and so some of them match and some of them don't, but whoops. Um, and then the last thing I had to do was put the date cover on top, and I was starting with Friday. So let's see. Oh, and I'm just doing a close-up of the whole thing so you get the full experience of the shimmer because I was really proud of that. I thought it looked great. I did add a script from Carly Plans up at the top that said November just to make it clear what month we were still in since this was a new page. So starting with Friday, November 29th, I used a flag to mark that it was Black Friday. I had that script from Carly Plans, and I used anything that's Pixie Rose is obviously from the bundle, so I used the $ to mark that. I don't know about you, but I like to do a lot of my Black Friday shopping online. I don't go into malls, I don't go into stores. I know a lot of people do that, but it's just not for me. So first thing in the morning at 7 a.m., I had this doctor's appointment, and I went in and I wasn't sure what I was going to hear from the doctor. And basically, my worst fears were confirmed. There was something that was preventing them from moving forward with the procedure. Um, that it wasn't dramatically bad, but I did cry in the doctor's office. And then I came home and I had an email from the office saying that my procedure was still scheduled for that Monday, which was contradictory to what the doctor had told me. So I was very confused. So I messaged my doctor on the patient portal, and she said, yeah, the surgical team has automated um, systems. So please, hold tight until we can talk to your doctor. So my husband and I were like binging TV, but it was really hard to concentrate. And then we got the call from the doctor officially saying that we would not be moving forward with the procedure on Monday and then we would have to cancel it. And it was pretty devastating. I was very upset. So I just used the script from the bundle that says mental effing breakdown. Um, and then I used a milk and cookie sticker just to mark, like, okay, it wasn't the end of the world. We would still be able to do the procedure, just not on the timeline that we had initially thought. What made me sad was that I had basically given up going home for Thanksgiving and my father's birthday for this procedure, and now it wasn't going to happen. So I decided to really push myself into a festive mindset, and I decided to decorate for Christmas. So I went upstairs and I pulled out our Christmas tree and I brought it down and I set it up. And while I was setting it up, I put on Miracle on 34th Street, the original black and white version, not the new one. Um, and I did feel a little better. I was trying to really lean into the spirit of the holiday, and I think I did that well. We did have a ton of leftovers, of course, from Thanksgiving the day before, so we just continued to eat that all throughout the day, and then we watched the SNL Thanksgiving compilation show, and that cheered us up a bit as well. So still had an opportunity to relax. There were a couple of things I didn't mark on here, which I'm surprised I didn't. I did a lot of online retail therapy this day, so I made a lot of orders. Um, November 30th was my dad's birthday, so I just marked that with a little cake. And we decided to treat ourselves to pie for breakfast. Um, I did binge watch a lot of um, TV. I was watching Nobody Wants This with Kristen Bell and Adam Brody, and I actually thought it was a really great show. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was lighthearted and funny, and it also had this guy from Veep in it who was really, really funny. So I did watch that. And then I marked with a Once More with Love thing to mark that I did get ready. We had tickets to go see the Muppet Christmas Carol in concert with the Charlotte Symphony. So I had a script for that, and these I had booked this when I knew that we weren't going home for Thanksgiving because they always do it a couple of days after. So while we were getting ready to be seated, my dad called because they were going to my cousin's house and they needed the GPS. And he was like, "I don't know how to get the CarPlay to work on our thing." And I tried to help him as best I could, but it was really difficult to talk tech over the phone while I was in a concert hall. So that ended up, I mean, I loved the concert. The concert was the best thing. I love Muppet Christmas Carol. It is probably one of my top 5 favorite holiday films. It is so good. And to hear it live with all the kids around us, it was just really beautiful. Unfortunately, I did get into a fight with my husband on the way home. I think we were just so strung out from the news and we were just not in great headspaces. And something about driving during the holidays tends to set both of us off. So we did get into a little fight and it was not fun. I did not enjoy it. I got home and I fed the kitties. That is a sticker from Carly Plans, that cat sticker. And I was really depressed. I mean, really, really, really depressed between everything that had gone on the day before and like, ugh, I was so blue. And then I used a bundle to mark that I slept like shite. The next day, I was really, really tired. That burnt out gingerbread sticker is from Stick with the Plan Co. So I got up super early and I went and I got groceries for us. I also put gas in the car while I was out. So I had a very productive morning, even though I was really exhausted. Then my husband and I, had a conversation and we kind of made up from the events of the day before. And this happens in marriages, like you just get into fights. So anyway, I did open my Jackie Lawson digital advent calendar on day 1, and that was really fun. I love her stuff. They do incredible work all year prepping for this digital advent calendar. This year it's Paris themed. So um, I did make avocado toast as well. So I did plan and do some plan with me stuff. I called my mom, but I was still feeling really emotionally fragile from everything that was happening. So that sticker is from Once More with Love. Now I'm kind of cheating because this next part of the planner is not, now we're done with Sunday and I'm moving into Monday. So I technically should have started Monday right at the top, but I only needed 3 sort of sections for Monday. So I cheated, but who cares? It's my planner. So I just used this to mark that it was Cyber Monday. I opened my advent calendar for day 2, and I marked that I fed the cats and made myself breakfast. I did have to work on this Monday. Initially, I had taken the day off, but obviously the procedure wasn't happening, so I wasn't about to waste a vacation day. So I negated it, and I'm going to use it again another time. So I got to work and I had to do some session prep as soon as I got to school. That's a little playing card from the bundle. And then I did speech therapy all day. That is a custom script from Carly Plans, and that gingerbread guy is from Once More with Love. I did have a virtual appointment with my doctor to sort of recon like what our next steps are going to be moving forward. And that was really helpful. I'm glad that I had that appointment. I did mark that we watched Peaky Blinders. That sticker is from Sticker Party TV Thursday. My goal this week was to work on a lot of paperwork. I have a ton of results meetings coming up in the next couple of weeks, and so I just needed to get that done. That sticker is from Once More with Love. And then my friend was out of town and she asked if we could go over and like play with her dog after the dog sitter left. And we did that. And that was like such a mood booster. I loved that. And then we went home and we watched some Nurse Jackie and had some dinner. Um, So this dog is so cute. He looks like a cartoon. Like he's just beautiful. um, and we don't have a dog, so it was kind of fun to see um, how all of that worked. I liked adding that little sticker there on the end. It peeks out just a teensy bit, and I thought that was really fun. So now that I finished the whole spread, I'm going to add some deco from the kit at the top just to give it a little bit of design. And of course, I can't do that until I finish the spread because I don't know which days I'm going to be using. So I didn't mark December because I didn't have a script for it, but I can figure it out. So anyway, that is the full week. It was very emotional, not week. It was I think it was 4 days. So it was a very emotional set of days, but I think ultimately I'm really digging this style of planning. I think it's more fun. I get to use a lot more kits, make a lot more videos, and I think it'll be just like a really fun way to record everything that's happening. So right now I'm just trimming the stickers off the top so that it gives it this nice clean look of continuous washi there. So I'm going to show you the full spread in just a second so you can see everything in all her glory. She looks fantastic. But there you have it. So this was the entire spread. It's very, very sparkly and shiny. I really enjoyed working with this bundle and having all of these different things to play out. And I loved it. I just love this style. It looks great. I'll just show you very quickly what I had left over from the kit. So I didn't use any of the checks boxes. I used most of the flags. I had one full box left over that I never ended up using. But really, I mean, and then those were extra sheets that I'd pulled in from a different Scribble Prints Co. kit that matched the colors because I was worried I wasn't going to have enough flags, and it actually turned out just fine. You can see from the Peppermint Bundle, I actually had a ton of stuff left over. Lots of deco, lots of scripts, those numbers, the icons. I'm going to hold on to those, but thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Take care. Bye.